What's up, everybody? Um, Had to hop on here because I've been I've been watching the news lately, and I'm just kind of tripped out about like what happened down in Florida. I don't know. I think we got another case of like scary ass vigilantes running around starting shit, and in the end, finding themselves in a position where they overmatched, and okay, I'm in a stand my ground. I'm in a stand my ground state, so I'm just gonna shoot the guy I just confronted, or maybe I really assaulted his girl. The guy who came out and ended up dying and being shot by the guy over the fucking handicap parking space. It's almost like, why are they allowed to? Well, I mean, look, this guy, he had a history of running around trying to play police on the handicap spot. So just with that, it's like, we should almost look at that situation to be like, I mean, what makes him think he can go do that though? You know, it's almost like he approaching these situations believing that he can police these handicap spots, and like the guy, as he see a family, parked at a handicap spot. I guess he assuming, since he don't see the handicap sticker hanging from the rear view mirror, maybe they not handicapped. And at that point, the guy that end up dying is inside the store purchasing, something. And he happened to come outside and see a man hollering in the window at his wife. And as soon as he comes out the store, he pretty much pushed the guy. Like what's first? I mean, like honestly, like what could this man? What would warrant this man, like, approaching the driver's side of a car with his wife being on the passenger side? I think, I'm not sure if she was or not, but what would warrant him coming up to this woman and hollering at her and confronting her, like, what's going on? So the guy that comes out the store, the guy that ended up being shot, he like, well, it doesn't really matter, I have to end this threat immediately. So as soon as he comes out, he pushed the guy to the ground. He didn't push him to the ground and stand over him and keep hitting him. And I mean, all of these are factors that should matter. Meaning, like, well, no, I take that back. All of these are factors that should matter if we are not in a stand your ground type state. Because I guess they don't have no duty to retreat or anything. It's just like, if I say that, I feel threatened, I'm able to kill, a person who attacks me first, or who attacks me, and even if they're not a threat after even like this case in the initial push, I can shoot him. And this guy, he walking around with a gun, trying to play police, and he terrified. He get pushed once and he just terrified. I don't know what's going on in this world where all these people are carrying these guns and you still scared. I don't get it. It's like, I don't know, as a cop, they say a lot of times police is just trying to go home. And it seemed like police should be trying to just go home and not kill somebody. Because I don't know, maybe just because like you know my background and people with similar backgrounds. A lot of the reasons that they shoot these that a lot of reasons black people get killed. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't have killed him because of because of that. I wouldn't have felt threatened by that. It's like, as a black child, man, you get your ass whooped so much by your mom. It's like, now that's a threat. How she approach and attack and grab at my ass. But like me feeling scared because he took, he stood up or some shit, or because of his face. It's like they just be terrified of us. So what happened is, and I guess being in a state where there's no stand your ground law, all of those come into factor. All of everything that happens in that interaction comes into factor. Meaning when he pushed him and stepped away from the guy, in a non-stand your ground state, had the police been standing there watching and seen that whole thing, they'd have been like, okay, he maybe he did assault you while he pushed you, but he was backing away from you when you pulled it out, and the guy shot anyway. So I don't know. I mean, I had some conversations recently with people that lived in Florida and just refused to go back because they moved. And it is a wild state, man. They got the bath salts and shit, and it's like if you ain't getting ate by a motherfucker that's been off them bath salts, you're gonna get shot by somebody that's just scared of you because how tall you is, or how, some dumb shit like that. Like, it's crazy. Florida is a crazy state. It's cool because of the beaches and all that, but the people there are wild as fuck, man. They really, really wild. But moving on though, something else I saw that was kind of cool, interesting in the news. On a brighter note, saw that LeBron opened a school in Akron, and it's like as much as I talk about LeBron, it's like to see him do something like that, it's pretty cool. But and not only that, you see people like LeBron or all these other people that's, great at what they do. They just great at everything they apply themselves to. So, as he played these 4 years in LA, I know he's gonna really, make sure that school blossoms into what he wanted to be. But, he's going to put that school on such a high mantle because of his greatness and, how he apply himself and achieve, his goals. I could really see it being something great. I don't know. I really don't know if that school, I believe it's tuition free. But, that's kind of the thing. I mean, how do you get in there? Is it like, I don't know the process of entering the school. Is it scholarships? Is it first come? Well, I doubt it's first come, first serve. But, it's kind of nice to see somebody like him opening a school and, allowing the public, our non-gifted kids to come in there and get this education and scholarships to go off into the University of Akron, and just putting kids that would probably have, that would probably find themselves behind the 8 ball in a position to achieve something. So I give him major props for that, but I honestly believe it's gonna get better. He's got the school, he got the foundation, and now it's like once he really have this time to really implement all his ideas. The unit that school in Akron it may become the model of you know schools that's similar to the to what he's doing as far as curriculum. And but not only that, it almost I know like David Robinson opened the school, which I'm not sure how that school's doing now, but um, you know. It's as being in the position that these guys are in, it's easy to throw money at something and kind of put your name on it, and then write some of the shit off on your taxes, and just move on. But I really think LeBron, this man, he passionate about this, just because he missed out on it. And yeah, shit, I harbor on LeBron all the time, but just to see him at his son's games, and he out there warming up, I kind of think that's cool for real, because he, it's I don't know, I think he thinking of when he was growing up, so he get in that line almost like this is me in the line, and I also play a father figure to my son that's also here in this warm up line also, because he was out there warming up with the kids. He very vocal and in they timeouts and stuff, and I think that's low key cool. I'm kind of like that. Really, as skilled as LeBron is, he also is very fundamental. So I only imagine in those timeouts when he's speaking to them kids, he just tell them, no, just do it like this. Let's just do it how we practice. If he's that vocal on the sidelines during the game, I know he is pretty vocal with the kids, during their practices, and that's kind of cool. Just trying to teach them how to fundamentally do something correct. How the kids is now. It's like, let me just dribble through my legs and look nice. Forget if I make the shot. It's like, no, let's put ourselves in the best position to make this shot first, and the moves we make with the ball will be dictated by the defense. So, but between the that Florida shit and this LeBron stuff, it was some interesting stuff. I went live and thought I'd talk about it, but I'm gonna get back to the format where I'm able to implement pictures and everything, video, stuff like that. But I will put links to the Florida situation, so y'all can kind of watch it. Not sure if LeBron's school have a website, but I am kind of curious to see what the curriculum is. And I think a school like LeBron's school is a fresh idea. I almost see LeBron's school teaching. They'll probably cover some trades that may interest kids that in that age group, or for that age group, they may introduce some trades that some kids can look to in the future. But at LeBron school, I almost see I see decent computers. I see them teaching unique things, like possibly like graphic design, and I think LeBron may have a interest in theater. It would be nice to see a school teach some financial financial classes. I ain't gonna lie, it's much needed. And then as I say that, I took some financial classes and was just hating it. But I just kind of hate. I like learning, but it's like this college stuff has been stressful lately. So I was like, God, man, I wish I was really had time to really, really apply myself to this class. So I did keep my books, but I can see that being something that's taught at that school. So I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna set all them links up in the description. I'll get at y'all later. Peace.